Why firefighters aren't actually functional. You've been lied to. You've been missold. And this will ruffle some feathers. Now, it's very common in the service to see people doing high rocks, athletics, CrossFit style training, the functional training. And everyone assumes there's a really great crossover between doing weighted vest lunges and then carrying fire hose up the stairs. And I get you thinking, but here's why you're wrong. Just because something looks like what you do in the job doesn't mean it's the best way to train it. And like the easiest comparison for this, I guess, is with drill. So if you're trying to drill RTC skills, you're not going to have the ladders out and you're not going to have pumping going in the background. You're not going to be trying to do everything at once, are you? You're going to break it down into individual components. You're going to focus on the specific skills and then incorporate them into something bigger at a later point. You can do a bit of RTC drill, focusing specifically on like the stabilization and the cuts or something like that. What you're not going to do is a big compound drill and have ladders going up and then going to the pump to do things and then coming to try to do your RTC drill, expecting to get much off it in relation to RTC. Doing the compound drills is great, but we don't do them every tour to try and improve everything at once, do we? The same goes with your fitness. You don't want to train everything in every session. Trying to improve strength, trying to improve cardio, trying to improve muscular endurance, trying to improve flexibility, mobility. You can't train all of these at once. And if you're trying to, you're not going to train them very well. And this is my problem with things like CrossFit and high rocks and stuff like that. If you want to be stronger and more fit, train them separately. You'll get more out of it. If you go to the gym and focus on your weight training and really get into the groove of lifting heavy, lifting well, good form, good technique, not coming into doing squats after doing a 2-mile run on the treadmill, you're going to get better squats, which means you're going to get stronger quicker. The same way your 5K run time might be much better if you haven't done 5 sets of heavy deadlifts beforehand. You build them up separately and then put them together. And this is where I do like things like high rocks, as an occasion, as a test, as some sort of way of seeing how your other training is going. If your only form of training is high rocks training, you're not particularly functional and you're not going to get better as quick as you could otherwise. It's the same way that when you go to put on fire kit to practice your running, you're probably not going to get fitter as quick as if you just ran without it, because you can't push yourself to the same limit you could. You might get hotter, yes, fair enough, but you're not going to develop your cardiovascular system as efficiently as if you took off your tunic and ran. And then on the occasion for charity or in preparation for a charity event, do a couple of runs with it on just to adapt to the heat. But if you've spent most of your training without it on, you're going to be much fitter. So going back to the job, if you're trying to train to be more fit on the job and find things easier on the fire ground, practice the things separately, train them up. That's the idea of training, is you're looking to improve it. And the best way to improve it is to train them separately. If every now and then, once, twice a week, you want to do a session, a good conditioning session where you are doing some running and some weights and throwing around a couple of kettlebells, absolutely fine. But just don't make it the main source of your training and think that's the best way to be functional. Going from your weighted burpees into your heavy squats is not the best way to do things. However, I do love the community aspect of CrossFit, high rocks, all these sort of stuff. To be honest, if you're doing any training, it's better than doing none. So I'm completely on board with that. But what I'm not on board with is firefighters not doing anything for a year, 2 years, and then coming in to do full CrossFit training and trying to do snatches and cleans, having done nothing else, and then getting injured and then being off work and then hating fitness and then falling out of love with everything and paying for a pretty expensive membership to do it. Oh, but you charge people for coaching? Yes. But what I charge works out cheaper than one PT session a week. Yeah, I do all your training, all your nutrition, your lifestyle habits, adapt things for you whenever you want them, have catch-up calls, have check-ins, give you the best nutrition advice specifically for being on shift. So yes, I charge for my service as well, but it provides a lot more, in my opinion, than a CrossFit membership. So if you're looking to get back into the gym because you've been finding things hard on the fire ground lately, you don't need to go running to your nearest functional training class. Don't need to start taking your t-shirts off for workouts or buying 100 different patches to go on your bag. I mean, you can do those things, nothing wrong with that, but you can also get a pretty simple gym routine that you can do on your own time, pair it with a bit of cardio at a different time, and you'll become just as functional, if not better, than all the ones running around doing bloody weighted vest burpees 5 times a week. If you want to see what that looks like and get a bit of nutritional help at the same time, click the video here and it'll take you to my docu-series going through exactly how to get in shape while working shifts. Or if you want to get results really quick, just reach out to me now on Instagram and I'll hit you back. God, it's hot in here.